What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing my three-piece wheels on the front. I'm going to be putting 4-inch lips on my three-piece wheels, which are Weds Kranze ERMs if you're not sure. And it's going to be pretty much completing my three-piece wheels. I'm really excited because I've been waiting quite some time to do this. And it's going to be pretty dope. I'm going to probably rebuild these really quick, but I'm going to explain everything that I'm doing. I still don't have a three-piece wheel video up on how to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and film this right now. Hopefully it comes out better than the last one, because I've already tried once and my rear wheels did not come out good, and I just didn't even want to post that video. So I'm going to try to do a much better job this time. And yeah, so stay tuned if you want to know how to take apart and put back together three-piece wheels, how to silicone, the whole 9 yards. I'm doing it right here, right now. Let's go. Alright guys, so check this out. So all three-piece wheels have these bolts right here, and you can see these. They all have these bolts that go all the way around, and you've got to take those off first. There's also a nut underneath the bolts, and you've got to take that off, which I'll show you right there. You can see all those nuts that are underneath there. You've got to take those off. It's a super easy process. Sometimes it can be more difficult because your wheel may be the original, and so they could be a little seized. So be patient. It's not that bad, but you definitely don't want to be stripping these bolts, because obviously if you have three-piece wheels, you know that they're pretty expensive. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts off, and yeah, so that's the first step, definitely. Alright guys, so I got all that off. All these bolts are off, but you'll notice that there's still 3 in the wheel. These are security bolts that are holding my face, I'm pretty sure, or maybe the barrel to the lip, or all of it. I can't remember exactly what it holds together, but basically it's the last 3 that it holds all of it together, and it makes sure that none of it comes apart. These just come off on this side. It's like studs, kind of like that kind of concept, and then it just comes right out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out, and then I'll tell you guys what the next process to getting the silicone apart so the wheels can actually come apart, because this is not the last step on getting these apart. So yeah, in order to get those bolts out, I just figured it out. Actually, I've got that whole wheel together and done. But anyways, so I'm gonna show you what to do. If you have bolts on the back like that that's holding your lip and barrel together, and yes, it is your lip and barrel that's being held together. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pull out your face. This could take a little bit of vibration, something to break it loose if it's been in there, if it's like shipped over from Japan like mine, but I've already broke mine loose. So these just come out like that. Pull that out. And then on this side, you're gonna have the head of the bolts, which are Torx bits, and you're gonna unscrew those, which is much easier to get a Torx bit there than trying to get a wrench over those nuts like that. So go ahead and get your Torx and unscrew those, and then I'll show you how to pop this away from the silicone and that. But I'm gonna get these off like I just said on the last wheel, but I'm gonna get these off a lot quicker than I did the last time, and then I'll show you the rest of it. So in order to get this silicone piece apart and to get this lip apart from this barrel, you're gonna want to take a razor blade like this, and you're gonna want to go stick it inside here and go all the way down, all the way around. And if you want to take more than one go around, there's nothing saying that you can't, but this is what you want to do. So first off, split the silicone. This is the original bead from Japan, where my wheels came from. So this is a really good silicone job, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for me to get through it. But it's also a pretty clean silicone job. Alright, so I've gone through it all the way. So here's the trick that I figured out. You want to take a screwdriver and you want to put it in between right there, and you want to take a hammer just like this, and you want to try to hit it on top of the screwdriver. But you don't want to be like too aggressive with it because you don't want to damage your barrel. If you damage your lip, that's more okay. If you're replacing your lip, if you're replacing anything or you're not, you're just taking it apart for some reason, I don't know if this is the best method for you. I do it because I do it towards the lip and it damages the lip, but it doesn't damage my barrel. I've done this a lot, so it's been okay. So you want to just get it in there just a little bit, just enough to where you're in between the two metals, and this should work. So just check this out. Alright guys, so the next thing you're going to want to do once you get the lip off, there is a silicone line going along here all the way around on this barrel. I'm replacing my lips, so I want to get this silicone line off all the way, and the best way to do that is to take this knife here or a razor blade and just peel it off. It normally comes off pretty clean, and yeah, if you're really picky about it, you can sand this outer lip as well and then silicone it on there. Silicone it after that, but that's the way to do it. This is what it's like after you get the silicone off. Obviously it just looks like the silicone's off. After this, you're going to want to put everything back together in reverse order, which isn't that big of a deal. And then once you do that, I will show you how to silicone the wheel. One thing I will tell you is when you're putting the bolts back together, go ahead and torque those down to 24 foot-pounds of torque. Anywhere from 23 to 25 is a good area. So go ahead and torque those down, and once you get that done, I'll be done, and we'll talk about siliconing these. Okay guys, so to start off with siliconing, so air won't release from your three-piece wheels, you're going to want to put tape on both sides of the seam between the lip and the barrel, and then you're going to want to silicone in between there and take your finger and go across in the silicone like that, so it'll get down in the crack and it'll be really clean once you pull out the tape. Do the best you can. It can't ever be perfect like the factory, but it can be pretty good. So do as good as you can, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it and cue the time lapse. guys, so check that out. So that's the bead you're wanting to look for. If you have something like this, you are doing it right, my friend. It's a little bit harder when you're around the valve stem right there, but other than that, just check it out. That looks so good. This will provide a good flat bead because your tire guy won't have any issues on getting the tire over this bead. And this looks, I mean, I'm pretty proud of this. This looks like a kind of professional job. I mean, it's not, but it's close. You know, technically they want you to say wait around 24 hours before you mount tires. I've done it within 12 hours, but I really recommend you going and waiting 12 hours. It will be beneficial for you because they'll ensure that there will not be any leaks, and if there is leaks, then you know you silicone somewhere or you missed silicone. That's it for the wheels. That's how you do it. That's how you take them apart, put them together, and there you go. You're gonna have new lips, you're gonna have new barrels. Who knows what you've got, but that's what you've got. And I'm really stoked about mine. My lips came out really good. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on my car in the next video, or a video later on when I start doing videos of it with it completely done. But yeah, in the next video I'll show you what it looks like and you guys will see. And if you're really curious, go ahead and check out my Instagram because I guarantee you there's gonna be pictures of it on there before this video hits YouTube. So there you go, guys. That's it. That's how you do it. If you still have any questions, leave it down in the comments section, but please leave me a like. It really helps out. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.